Hello everybody and welcome back to our very first farm in Farming Simulator 22. In the last episode we finished up our year, sold off all of our silage, and ended up buying a new tractor. Even though our goal is to try to get to where we have cows and start a dairy production like pipeline, or what's the word, production line, right? Yeah, production chain. I wanted to get to where grass cutting was a little bit easier and more, just faster. So we went ahead and bought the biggest tractor so that we could have that for towing along our biggest set of equipment. So we'll get to that here in just a little bit. We also have our wheat planted for the year so that we can keep our chickens nice and fed. And we also have a bunch of grass over in these fields over here that we're going to be cutting here in just a little bit. I really wish I could figure out a way to turn the joystick control of the menu off, because that's really annoying that does that. So we still have several more months. We have at least 6 months or 7 months until we're going to be able to harvest our wheat over here, but our grass should be coming here pretty quickly. We do have our greenhouses. They should all be set to sell everything as we go, so that should be making a little bit of money as well. Let's check out our banking situation. We did have to take out a fairly hefty loan for the we did have to take out a fairly hefty loan for the tractor that we just got, but we do have the advanced banking, and we're doing a 20-year loan on $200,000. So we'll be losing a little bit in our payments every month, but we'll pay that back as soon as we have the ability to. So I think at this point, let's just double check our chickens and make sure that they're fully fed, and then we can advance time until probably, let's just go ahead and get to February. Go all the way to February and see how everything is. Okay, so I think we can probably go another month, because grass does not grow in December, January, or February. They all have good food, and that should be enough space for eggs to fill up for next month. So let's go ahead. We'll advance our time to March. Still not going to have any growth on our grass, but at the same time, we do need to go ahead and sell off our eggs and feed our chickens. So we'll hop into the tractor here, and then go find our trailer. I believe it's over there. So let's back up to that. How did that get turned off to the side like that? That's weird. I don't remember that being like that when we left. Okay, so we'll just take it this way then. Swing ourselves around, do some auto-loading. One of my viewers did leave me a comment saying that I should sell the forklift since I don't use it. I don't necessarily disagree, but at the same time, if I wasn't using, we're kind of simulating having the equipment that we would be using, even though I'm personally just trying to save some time by using the Autoload trailer. We technically would need a forklift to load all of this. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm not trying to go for 100% realism, so like I don't want to impress anybody with that. But at the same time, we would have a forklift, and we would be using the forklift if I wasn't trying to use the convenience of the auto load. So in my mind, it seems kind of justified to hold on. Or it seems kind of like I should hold on to the forklift because technically we would need it in this situation. But at the same time, we are cheating by using the auto load trailer and all that stuff. So I don't know. I kind of try to find a balance between, like, I do the cheats that save me time, not necessarily having to purchase equipment or have the things that you should have on a farm. So that's kind of my rationale for that. Some of you will agree, some of you will disagree. I'm open to either way. For now, I think I'm going to hold on to it unless I get enough of you saying, hey, just go ahead and sell them in. Okay, so, oh wait, the other thing we needed to do was we need to get our chickens fed, and the trailer that we have over here should have a fair amount of wheat in it, so let's go ahead and get that done. Then we can go check out our grass, because I'm pretty sure that they were on the second to last step of growing. So we'll finish this, we'll get this opened up. Get our chickens fed on this one too. Can I disconnect and let that just keep going? Awesome. I'm glad I don't have to sit there and wait for that. So let's go check out our grass and see what stage of growth it's in, because even though the map will tell you that it's ready for harvest, the grass is technically ready for harvest earlier than full growth, if that makes any sense. So there's a maximum length that it will reach, but you can technically harvest it before that, and I just want to make sure that we've reached that growth, and if we haven't, I don't want to cut it yet. So yeah, we're still at the 3/3 forage. We could cut this, but we'd get a much reduced yield. So we'll wait until next month to go ahead and cut that grass, but it should be ready next month. So that said, I don't know where my... Let's see. Okay, so here's my cutter over here. All right, so chickens should all be fed now. Everybody's happy. Our eggs are all sold. We don't have any silage. We're about to cut some grass to do that. So let's go ahead and advance into April, which will allow us to do some cutting. So first thing we need to do is we need to get our mower attached and set up. Okay. Get myself a little bit of room because I feel like that edge there is probably going to get caught on that tree, and it did anyway. I hate this part. I should have parked it in a better spot. Okay, there we go. And so what I'm going to do, so what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to have my, the reason we got the other tractor is because I want to have that, I want to have the bigger tractor hauling the dual equipment right there behind me, because for the most part with just this on here, this tractor is capable of doing max speed, and I just need another tractor that's capable of hauling both of those at the same rate of speed that I'm able to cut. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. I mean, I guess we can start up here. It's not that big of a deal. So let's switch over to our other tractor, and we'll go grab our baler and our trailer, and I'll show you guys, I'll show those of you who haven't been following the series what our setup is over here. Get down this way and then head over to the left and then back up to the baler. So what we have going on here is we have a baler that has the bale loading trailer attached to the back of it. It has an offset hitch over here that allows us to run both of them behind. And the baler and the trailer both require a fair bit of horsepower, and even the setup I had before was really struggling to make all of that work. So I originally had the other tractor that we were just driving. I had the mowing set up in the front like this, and then I had this entire setup back here, and it was all one tractor doing all of it. But it was struggling to keep up because it's a lot of horsepower to require on even that size of a tractor. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to verify that we have our speed limit mod turned on, and then we're going to go ahead and set ourselves to follow the John Deere. And then we're also going to decrease the following distance to about 5 meters. And then that's that. Wait, hold on. I need to make sure that... hold on, I gotta turn it off and make sure it's turned on. So now we control F, or right control F, and that has that, and the follow distance is good. And then we lower this down, get that turned on, and away we go. And ideally, he should follow me, and we should be able to get some decent grass cutting going on. All right, so he's going to follow along, collecting up the grass that I cut and allowing us to get all of the bales loaded on the trailer. We'll see if he's able to hold up to... Oh, wait, hold on. I need to set this one to have the max speed. I do need to slow it down because his max speed is going to be 24 miles an hour. So I do need to be somewhat careful. He seems to be struggling a little bit with making the turns there, so I don't know. Hopefully he can catch up. I'm being a little bit out of it because I'm focused on him, and it feels like he's just really struggling. Let's get our GPS set up. And then the width set properly. Is he stuck or what's he doing? I don't understand. Like, he didn't have a problem the last time we did it, so I'm not sure. So I'm going to stop here for a second, wait for him to catch up. Hopefully these wider turns will make it so he doesn't slow down like that. Wow, that's some serious graphical dragging there. I know that's because of the super scaling or whatever. I've seen other content creators have an issue with that. Alright, well I don't understand why he's struggling so hard to make these turns. I may have to switch tractors with him. He should be able to keep up with me. This shouldn't be a problem for him, but he seems to be struggling to make turns, which is pretty frustrating, if I'm honest. I was really hoping he would be able to just like stay right behind me, but he doesn't seem to have the ability to do that. He's really struggling to make turns, and I think it's because it's because of the articulating the articulation in the tractor. So, yeah, I think I might have to... Alright, let's get in that tractor there. We'll turn off the... I don't understand why he's struggling so hard. This thing is more than capable of towing this, but he's struggling really hard with the turns there, so I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I think it might be the articulation is throwing it off. So what we'll do then is we'll turn this off. We'll drop that. And as much as I don't want to switch over to this like this, we might have to. Let's get this guy over here. And I'll just... It's way overpowered for what we need. We may end up having to trade the big tractor in for just another one like what we have now. Okay. Yeah, the articulating tractor like this might not be the best option. Let's get that lowered. Let's get this guy following him. And then... I forgot that I have to turn the equipment on. Okay. So many little details that you have to pay attention to. Let's see, Alt-C, get my settings all done. Sorry this is taking so long, but it's just kind of the way it goes. Okay. Not sure why he's not following me. There we go. Alright, is he able to keep up now? Yo, okay. Yeah, that might be why he's having a hard time. Because I'm having a hard time. Oh god. This thing turns insanely. I'm sure there's a reason for the articulation, but I can't understand what it is. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go down to this field here and get started on this one. Because I want to treat both of these two fields as one big field. I think that's the way I want to handle that. A little bit of an auto save there. Wait for that to get there. Is he following me? Yeah, he's certainly taking forever to do it, though. Okay, get ourselves lined up, and I'll continue on this field, and hopefully all of this stuff will work out the way it's supposed to. Alright, well, we're finishing up this field. The articulation definitely makes this more difficult to control. I did slow my speed down, though, so that I could hopefully get to the point where... he can catch up to me and stay with me. So I'm just going to kind of do 20 for now, and hopefully he can catch up. We'll see. Obviously, going slower will make it easier to turn and judge all of my distances and stuff like that, but I don't know. I also bought this tractor because I wanted the additional horsepower so that when I start using the seeder, I'm able to use the seeder at hopefully a much higher speed as well, which will speed up the process of getting our wheat planted. So that's kind of the philosophy that I'm going for right now. We'll see how it all works out. The only reason I picked this tractor is because I needed something that has a much higher horsepower rating, because my max speed with this mod that I have is based off of the horsepower and the weight of everything. And obviously, I needed the biggest tractor available, and that's this one. But unfortunately, it only comes in an articulated version, not a full-on straight turn version, or whatever word you want to use for that. So I'm going to accept the fact that the grass there's going to be a bunch of extra grass just kind of laying on the ground, mostly because I don't really have a way to fix that. I don't know enough about how this machine turns and works to really have a good idea of what to do to fix the problem. That's just one of those things that comes with experience, I think. So we'll just let him follow along behind me. The grass will all grow back anyway, and silage, I don't even think it'll be a whole bale's worth of grass that we end up leaving on the fields here. It's just little patches here and there. Won't be that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going like this for now. I don't want to get rid of the tractor just in a moment of this sucks kind of thing. I want to give it a try. I want to give it a shot, give it an honest effort to try to make this all work, because I think that this tractor will be really good with the seeder once I figure out how to drive it. So we'll finish up this field, and I'll be back in just a minute. All right, well, the end of this is getting a little bit ridiculous, but we'll make it work. Looks like we had a decent number of bales on the end of the trailer there, though. So that's what, 9 plus, something like that. Oh, I screwed that up bad. That's not what I meant to do. Back this way. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the delayed response from the mower here, but whatever. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. Yeah, unfortunately, all the backing up that I just did is really going to screw him up. That's okay, though. We'll get our tractor turned off. We'll get him turned off as far as being hired, and we'll just finish this last little bit manually. And then we'll go drop off our 11 bales. That's actually a lot of bales. I don't know that we've made... I don't know how... I think we had 9 in the previous configuration, so these fields over here are definitely producing. That's a good thing. So let's go over here and get our grass turned over into silage. Get the machine turned off. It looks like it is struggling with the horsepower requirement. I'm not sure what the solution is, aside from just trying to figure out a way to make it so that we can have this set up back here on our other tractor, because it has a couple hundred more horsepower. The max horsepower, we'll go over that in a second. Let me get over this. Let me get this all starting to go here so we can get it unloaded. Okay, do it like that. Should be pretty good there. Push it all off. Ideally, that's all going to go into our silage factory. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. All right. Oops, wrong button. I mean, it's the right button, just I had the wrong thing selected. Let's do that. All right, so the problem that I'm having here is that when it comes to the large tractors, at the moment, I have this 8RX, and the max horsepower for that is 450, is it? That doesn't seem right. Oh, I guess it is. 458 horsepower for this guy here. So if I want a decent horsepower increase, or no, we have the 9R. I think we have the 9RX, this guy here. Do we? No. Yeah, no, we have the 8. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. We have the I chose this guy because it didn't have an articulated steering setup. And that makes life a little bit easier when you're trying to steer. And I just think the tracks are cool, even though it has a significantly reduced overall speed as compared to this one here, 31 miles an hour. But then the max horsepower for this guy is, like I said, 458 horsepower over here. And our speed is being limited by that fact because the mod that I have allows us to go to the max speed of the tractor, but it's also limited by horsepower and weight. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get this 9R because the max horsepower for this guy is 670. So it's several hundred horsepower more, which should allow us to, and the max speed is pretty comparable to the tractor version that we have. Excuse me. So I was hoping that buying this would allow me to have the relatively horsepower and heavy setup for the trailer and the baler here, but the steering is really confusing the AI driver. So the only other thing I can think of is to put the AI on the mower with this thing here. But the problem with that is that that's gonna take forever to get done because they're not able to think outside the box per se, if you know what I mean. You saw how I was kind of pulling the mower outside the field, spinning around and coming back and just trying to really streamline the process. The AI is not really capable of doing that. So there's a lot of stopping and turning around and then starting a row again, and I have to wait for that, and it kind of defeats the purpose of me trying, because I could actually get it done faster with my original setup than having to wait for the AI to figure out what direction it needs to go. And as a matter of fact, I just need to leave this mower over here because the only place we're going to be mowing anything is in these fields here. So let's go ahead and just put this back over here. I want to put it somewhere where I'm going to remember where it is. I guess over here in this little patch of grass, but for now, yeah, that's got to be good enough. So we'll get that dropped off, and then we'll go get our tractor parked, and then we can advance time until we're ready for the wheat harvest, although we don't really have enough time left in this episode to get that done. We will at least be starting the second half of the year in the next episode. So yeah, let's go ahead, we'll get this parked. I do think I want to see about getting a pressure washer so that we can clean off some of our equipment because man, it's dirty. So let's do that. Let's buy the pressure washer if I can find it. We want a... Oh wait, it's a construction thing, right? Tools. Is that... This is the pressure washer, right? Clean dirty vehicles and tools. Okay. So I guess I'll put it, say, well, let's put it in snap view. And we'll just put it right there, maybe? Now, am I able to actually use this? I've never figured out... Ah, here we go. So, I don't really know how this works. Oh. You have a limited length, obviously. So, let me, well, it looks a lot cleaner already. So, it doesn't look like you have to... I think it looks like it's just you hold it on here until it's done. So, that's good. It'd be nice if it told me how dirty it is. So, do I just stand here and let it clean and it'll eventually just... Okay, yeah, I can see the dirt's coming off the entire tractor. So you just stand here and hold this on here until it's done, I think. Which is pretty nice, actually. So I'll try to remember in a future, when the next time we bring our mower and stuff out, to bring that over here and kind of clean it off, because it would be nice if we could have clean equipment. But anyways, let's check out our chickens. They're good. I think they're going to be good until we're ready to do our harvest in a few months. I believe that since we ended up having to plant in October, we're actually not going to be able to harvest until August. So we're going to have to go all the way to August to get all this done. Let's go ahead. We'll advance time until... We'll do 2 months at a time just to keep on top of our eggs. Because those are going to get... Oh, you know what? We need to repair our tractor. It's getting pretty beat up. So we'll get that turned off. We'll do that. We'll repair our tractor. That is extremely expensive. Ooh, 24,000 for that. That hurt. Let's go grab our trailer. We'll sell some eggs. Hopefully make some of that money we just spent back. Oh wait, I forgot we ended up getting spun around because of the way the trailer was set up last time. So let's do this. And then we'll swing around. Pick up our eggs and get them sold. A little bit more money. Okay, a little bit more. Pick up all of our eggs. So yeah, don't forget to leave me a comment. I'm more or less leaving it up for a vote. Should I sell the forklift since we don't actually use it, or should I hold on to it because of the fact that we would need one if we were doing it legitimately? I lean towards we should just hold on to it because it's an expense that we would normally have. That's just the way I kind of think about it. So we'll leave that there because we also need to go fill up our tractor with fuel because it's getting pretty low on that as well. So let's go put some gas in, and then we'll advance time until August, and we'll be all set for the harvest when we start the next episode. Harvest and probably, grass as well. Because grass, we cut here in April, I think, so it takes about 4 months to get grass ready to go. So it'll be May, June, July, and August. So we'll be able to harvest our wheat probably, and then after that we can immediately do a grass cutting, which will get us our second round of silage. I don't know why that was so hard to say. All right, so let's get our tractor apart. We should probably double check our chicken feed levels, but they should have had enough feed to get them all the way until August, I think. So yeah, 3,000. They take 1,800. 8 and 8 is 16, 36. No, we're gonna have to feed them now. Ugh. I was trying to speed this process up a little bit, but as always, nothing cooperates when you want it to. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then we'll back this up, and hopefully we have enough to... this bit that we're putting in should get us all the way to August. So either way, we should have enough to get us done. So we'll do that. All of that should be enough to get us to August. All right. So yeah, I think we're good. So now all we have to do is just advance our time, and we'll be ready to grab ourselves some wheat and increase our wheat stores. Wah, wah, wah. All right, turn off the tractor, and we'll save the game just out of habit. And here we go. So we'll go all the way to August. Well, hold on, let me slow down here. Just double check and make sure. I'm expecting this to... Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute. And then we'll go ahead and hit ourselves up into... Now this should change into ready to harvest wheat. There we go. All right, so hopefully you guys have been having lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you have, so that the YouTube algorithm will know, and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a membership, you can always click that thanks button. It's YouTube's form of a tip. Great direct contributions like these are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys are enjoying building this farm with me, and I'll see you for the next one.